What if the most exclusive car brand on the planet was built by a kid who grew up in poverty, doing manual labor just to survive? No inheritance, no connections, no safety net. Just one man's obsession with perfection. This is the story of Rolls-Royce, 1863, a small village in England. Henry Royce is born into a family with almost nothing. By age 4, his father's business has collapsed. By 9, his father is dead. His mother cleans houses to survive. Henry delivers newspapers before sunrise just to help pay the rent. Most kids in that situation never escape it. But at 14, an aunt who believed in him walked into the Great Northern Railway Company and secured Henry an apprenticeship. For 3 years, Henry worked like a man possessed. He studied technical books, worked factory floors, and mastered mechanics and electrical engineering. By 17, fully qualified mechanic. By 21, a working engineer. Not bad for a kid who started out delivering newspapers. At 21, Henry's employer was shutting down. He had 2 options: find another job or bet on himself. He chose himself. With just 20 British pounds in savings, he opened a small workshop in Manchester. F.H. Royce and Company. He repaired sewing machines, fixed electrical fittings, whatever kept the doors open. But Henry spotted something. Demand for electrical lighting was exploding across Britain. He pivoted to manufacturing lamp holders, bulb fixtures, and electric doorbells. By 1900, annual sales had crossed £20,000. Then, like all great stories, things got complicated. German and American companies flooded the British market. Prices crashed. Henry's business collapsed, and so did his health. His doctor's advice? Buy a car. Get fresh air. So Henry bought a French Decoville. It was a disaster. Noisy, unreliable, constantly overheating. For a perfectionist like Henry, completely unacceptable. He took it apart, redesigned it, rebuilt it from scratch. The result was dramatically better than anything on the market, and that lit a fire in him. On April 1, 1904, Henry's first original car hit the road. It covered 50 kilometers without a single issue. The cars were world-class, but Henry had no idea how to sell them. Enter Charles Rolls, wealthy, well-connected, and a natural-born salesman. He ran a high-end dealership and had one dream: find a luxury British car worth selling. At a motor exhibition, he spotted Henry's cars, took a test drive, pulled his partner aside and said, "I have found the greatest engineer in the world." The deal was simple. Henry builds, Charles sells. And the name on every car? Rolls-Royce. In March 1906, Rolls-Royce Limited was officially born. They entered races and won, set speed records, built a reputation fast. Then, in late 1906, they unveiled their masterpiece. 6 cylinders, silver body, an engine so smooth and silent it felt supernatural. They called it the Silver Ghost. To prove its reliability, they drove it day and night for 2.5 months, over 15,000 miles, without a single breakdown. Then they balanced a coin on the running engine's hood. It didn't move. Kings, queens, world leaders, everyone wanted one. Rolls-Royce wasn't just a car company anymore. It was a statement. In 1910, Charles Rolls died in a plane crash at just 32, the first person in Britain to die in an aviation accident. Then in 1911, Henry received devastating news: bowel cancer. Doctors gave him 3 months to live. Henry kept working anyway, and against all odds, he made a full recovery. He came back stronger and introduced one of the most iconic symbols in history: the Spirit of Ecstasy, a graceful hood ornament of a woman leaning forward into the wind, arms swept back. It sits on every Rolls-Royce to this day. When World War I hit, luxury car sales collapsed overnight. Henry pivoted, again. He transformed the Silver Ghost into an armored combat vehicle. Steel plating, rotating turret, machine gun mounted on top. These cars fought across the deserts of the Middle East and saved thousands of lives as battlefield ambulances. Then Henry taught himself aircraft engine design from scratch. His first engine, the Eagle, launched in 1915. Britain's military ordered 500 before year's end. Those engines helped win the war. And today, Rolls-Royce engines power thousands of aircraft worldwide. Henry Royce passed away on April 22, 1933. He never went to college, He started with 20 pounds in a workshop, but he built something that still stands as the ultimate symbol of human craftsmanship and ambition. Don't just do it well, do it perfectly. Perfection isn't inherited. It isn't bought. It's earned, one detail at a time. If this story moved you, hit subscribe.